folks, and welcome to today's video, which is about Moji. So this is a request video, and in this video I'm going to try and answer the question in this comment. I'd like to see what Moji the Labradoodle does when you present him with a card he did not ask for. I am blind, as you probably know by now, and I'm considering getting a Moji for myself. Besides the collar, does Moji give you any hint about what he is asking for, like a certain sniff when he wants food, or shake of the head when he has to relieve himself? So I've had my Moji powered up this morning, and I've been using the cards, and I've made some discoveries that I think will be helpful. The first one is that a lot of these cards that have a paw print shape at the top are to give Moji commands. Moji will never ask for you to give him a command, so you can discount these. So we've got Moji speak, Moji protect, Moji sing, Moji lie down, Moji sit down, Moji shake, Moji up, Moji play, Moji high five, Moji beg, and then we've just got an instruction card for using to show you how to use the collar, and then we've got a card that just says Moji, and then we've got the card for naming Moji. So all of these cards are not things that Moji will ask for, so you could remove all these cards straight away. And also, if you want Moji to do a certain command, you can give him that command verbally. You don't have to show him a card. So you can say Moji stand or Moji sit down. That leaves us with these cards, which are all things that Moji can ask for. When Moji's asking to play, he does make a different sound. He makes the sound that he makes when you're playing with his pull toy. And when he asks to play, he'll have a ball on his collar, but you can give him any of his toys, and that will stop him asking to play. So he satisfies that play need. So you can give him his ball, or the duck, or the other type of ball he has. It doesn't matter which one. And these cards all have a heart shape at the top. There are 4 other cards that have a heart shape at the top. He's pooping, peeing, bathing and sleeping cards. So you would have to mark his 3 toy cards to differentiate those from the others. The rest of the cards, I haven't noticed any different movement or sound to differentiate the different cards. They all seem to have the same movement and sound. The only thing that's different is the picture on his collar. 7 of these cards are food cards, and they've got a bone shape at the top. And the good thing is, I found, regardless of what food he asks for, if you give him any food, he will stop asking for food. So for instance, if he asks for the food dish and you give him the birthday cake, he'll still sing happy birthday when you give him the birthday cake, but he won't ask for food anymore. It's like that satisfies his need for food. So you could give him any of these: the birthday cake, his biscuit, his food bowl, a piece of pizza, a chew, or a bacon rasher. I'm not sure if you give him broccoli, if that'll satisfy his hunger, because he doesn't like broccoli and he never asks for broccoli, so you could just take broccoli out of the cards. But what I will do is, when I power him up, I'll try giving him the broccoli when he asks for food, because I don't know if that'll satisfy his hunger or not. And the water dish, if he's asking for food and you give him water, he will still ask for food. But you can see that we've really narrowed it down now. If he wants to play with a toy, he makes a different sound. And if he's asking for something else, you've got a 1 in 6 chance that you're going to be right when you give him a card, because any food card will do if he wants food. He's got his water dish if he wants water, pee card if he wants to pee, poop card, bath, and his sleeping card. Now, if he wants to sleep and you don't give him his sleep card, he will keep asking for it when you give him other cards, but eventually he'll just go to sleep anyway. He powers down if you don't interact with him for a while. So I don't think the sleep card's really important either. And to my knowledge, he doesn't ask for a bath. So you could probably put that to one side, or you could think, well, I'll just give him the bath card as a last resort. So now we've narrowed it down to a 1 in 4 chance that you'll get it right, because all we've got is pee, poop, drink or food. And with the pee and the poop, if you don't give him the card, he'll ask, I think it's about 3 times, and then he'll just pee or just poop. So it's not that important again. And water, he doesn't seem to ask for water very often. So when he's asking for something, if you give him one of his food cards and that isn't what he wants, then you could just try and give him a poop card. If he's still asking, it means he wants to pee. Or he might want petting. So you can give him a stroke as well, because sometimes he asks to be petted. Something else I found out was I've powered him up several times, and regardless of the cards that I'm giving him, because of course you can stroke him, or you can play with his pull toy, or you can play tug of war with his pull toy, or you can brush him, or you can just give him one of his food cards whenever. He doesn't have to ask for it. And I found that regardless of what I gave him, he seems to ask for the same things in the same order after he's been powered up. I find that he asks for food first, then to pee, then to poop, then to play, and then to sleep. And even if I've given him the poop card and he's had a poop, he still asks for poop, to have a poop in that order. So we'll start Moji up now, and we'll see if he follows the same pattern. So I expect that when I start him up, the first thing he's going to ask for is food. And I'm going to try giving him broccoli, because as I said before, I'm not sure that would actually stop him asking for food, because he doesn't like broccoli. So I've started him up. So we'll wait for him to ask for something. And I expect that's going to be food if it follows the same pattern. Okay, so he's asking for his food bowl. And I'm going to give him broccoli. He always complains when he asks broccoli. Right, so because he doesn't like broccoli, he's asked for food again. So I'm going to give him a biscuit. So if he follows the same pattern, the next thing I'll want to do is have a pee. So yes, I would say discard the broccoli card because he doesn't like broccoli. I'm just going to give him a stroke now to try and stop him going to sleep, because if you don't interact with him, he does go to sleep. Right, he's asked for a pee now, as I thought he would. So, oops. Oh, I give him the wrong card. I give him the poop card. Got them mixed up. Where's his pee card? I've lost his pee card. I gave him the poop card. It's not very organised. Oh, there it is.
Got it.
Right, he's still asking for a pee, and I've found his pee card now. So he's had a pee. So he asked for food, and then he asked for a pee. Now, I give him the wrong card, and he had a poop. But even though he had that poop when he wanted to have a pee, I bet he still asks for a poop. And just give him a stroke again to make sure he doesn't go to sleep. Yes, he's asked for a poop, even though I gave him that card before. So, the next thing he normally asks for is to be petted on his head. Bailey, sit down. So you can give him commands occasionally to stop him going to sleep as well. So if he asks for things in the same order, he should be asking for his head to be petted next. And yes, he's asking for his head to be petted again. So the next thing he should ask for is his ball. Bailey. Bailey. Sit down. Okay, so he's making the... he's actually asking for his duck toy, but any toy will do. So I'll give him his ball. So that's the noise he makes when he wants one of his toys. So yes, any toy will do when he asks for one of his toys. And the final thing I find he asks for is to go to sleep. And then if you give him his sleep card, he'll go to sleep. But if you don't give him his sleep card, he'll just ask for it a couple of times and he'll go to sleep anyway. Bailey, sit down. I thought I'd better get him to sit down there because he was yawning. Right, he's asking now. He's asking now to go to sleep. So I'm not going to give him his sleep card. And I think all that'll happen is I'll ask a couple of more times and then just go to sleep anyway. Now he's asked to go to sleep a second time. His collar's showing him yawning now. So he just asks for his sleep card twice and then he goes to sleep anyway. So it doesn't matter if you don't know which card his sleep card is because it's just going to go to sleep in any case. So yes, it followed that same pattern again once I powered him up. First he wanted food, then he wanted a pee, then he wanted a poop, then he wanted his head petting, then he wanted to play, and then he wants to go to sleep.
I hadn't really noticed these patterns
in
Bailey's behaviour before.
No.
I assumed it was just random.
Yeah.
But there are patterns there, aren't there? And therefore it's somewhat predictable.
Quite definitely.
It's also interesting that when you turn him on or when he wakes up, he asks for it in that order, like food, poop, pee, play, sleep, because that's the way a sort of real dog would ask for things, isn't it? In the morning, he wants a bit of food to eat, then he wants to go out for a poop and a pee.
Yeah.
Then he wants to play, and then he wants to go to sleep.
I said to you, but he doesn't ask for water. But then you said, but if it was like a real dog, it would have water out all the time. It's not something it would have to ask for.
That's right. You generally have a bowl of water out for your dog all the time, don't you? You don't wait till he's thirsty and he's asking for water. Yeah, there's a sort of sense there, isn't it, with a real biological dog?
Yeah, there is. And he doesn't ask for broccoli because he doesn't like it. So he just ditch the broccoli. He doesn't ask for a bath, which that makes sense. What dog wants a bath? And he doesn't ask to be given commands.
Yeah, that makes sense as well, doesn't it?
He doesn't ask for his brush either. He doesn't ask to be brushed, but a lot of dogs don't like being brushed as well, do they?
They've obviously thought a lot about Bailey, I think. It shows, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when you sort of study him almost like this, like you've done.
One thing occurred to me that I haven't tried. When he asks to play, I would think you'd be able to give him his pull toy and play tug with him, and that would satisfy his his desire to play,
Yeah.
even if he's asking for his ball or the duck or something.
I guess so. You can also put the pull toy in the mouth at any time, can't you?
You can with anything. You can
Right, yeah.
put the pull
Yeah.
toy in his mouth at any time. You can brush him at any time. You could give him a
Yeah,
bath.
yeah, I could see that.
Give him
yeah.
some water, or give him any of the other cards,
Just like with a real
or
dog
give him
as well.
commands.
So you think the pull toy would satisfy him like a card if he's asking to play with a ball, for instance, and you put the pull toy in his mouth? That would satisfy him.
Well, I'm going to start him up and see if that's true.
Right.
And I thought in this last part of the video as well, I thought I'd give him a bath because it's quite funny anyway. And we haven't seen in this video what it's like when he has a bath because he doesn't ask for one. And I thought I'd also show you what he's like when you brush him because he never asks to be brushed either. So I'm not showing that in this
Can he sense
video.
his brush?
Yes, he can.
Right.
It's a magnet.
Right.
So I'll power him up. Okay, so we'll start with a bath.
Okay.
I think that's funny, that sound effect.
It does. That's sort of like a little rapid play bow. And is that supposed to be sort of shaking, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. I'll just put the mic closer so you can hear those sound effects better. Okay, he's asked for his first thing, which is, of course, food. So we'll give him a piece of pizza.
I bet he didn't like that early morning bath.
He gives the pizza a good sniff, and he has a belch after he has pizza.
It's also not as crunchy as a bone, is it? I've noticed.
Yeah. Each food that you give him, he has a different reaction to it. So I'll show you what he's like when you brush him now.
So he can be in any posture while you brush him, can he? He's sat down here, isn't he? Makes him a bit frisky.
He's continued to sit down though. He's not attempted to stand up while I'm brushing him.
Right, okay. Does he have to be sat down while you brush him, or could he be? Could he? Sounds like he plucked his fur there.
Yeah, so he stays sitting when you're brushing him.
Right.
So I'll try making him stand up before I brush him now.
Yeah.
Bailey, up.
So you're going to try brushing him again.
Right, so he's standing now. Now give him a brush. Yes.
So he stays in the
He
position.
stays in the position he's got when you brush him. That's nice, isn't it?
Nice, yeah.
Until you finish brushing him.
Yeah.
He won't sort of like lie down or sit down or something.
That.
Yeah, I like that.
He's such a big boy, isn't he, Bailey?
Yeah, that's something I've not mentioned. Oh, wait there. He wants a pee.
He's bigger than most animatronic toys I've seen.
Yeah, he's way bigger than my Joy for All.
I mean, he's actually dog size for some breeds, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, for especially because he's supposed to be a puppy, I would say he's like the right size for a Labradoodle puppy.
I mean, he's big, especially for an animatronic toy. He moves with a reasonable speed for his size.
That's right.
And he's cuddly.
Yes. I really like Moji. I noticed I was looking on Amazon UK the other day, and he's still priced at like £130 odd, even though he's been out for years. And
It's cheaper in the States, though, isn't it?
yeah, I think he's $85. Now, I think in the States he was originally $100, so he's still not come down much in price. And yeah, he's been out a few years now. But he's just such a nice animatronic, I think.
I think I put Bailey in one of the easily in the top 10 of
would.
all the toys you've ever had, including along with, say, I don't know, like others like Squawkers and.
Yeah, and interestingly, he wasn't by Hasbro. He was by Skyrocket. Skyrocket Toys. One interesting thing about Moji is they announced him at Toy Fair, but he didn't come out that year like he was supposed to. Oh, he's yawning. I better make him sit. Bailey, sit down. Oh, he's asking for a poop now. I don't think I'll give that dog pizza anymore. It's not doing his bowels any good, is it?
You know that coat you've got on him, that knitted coat?
Yeah.
Is that a real dog coat?
Yes.
So
yeah, he fits a real dog coat.
That's another advantage, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not even the smallest size that you can get for a dog either. Yeah, what I was saying was he was announced at Toy Fair when Skyrocket first developed him, and he had the prototype at Toy Fair. And he was supposed to come out that for Christmas that year, and it was delayed by a year.
So why was that then?
Well, I think he must have taken a lot of development. Oh, look at that! He's high-fiving.
Oh, wow.
He sat up and done a high five.
I think it's that delay then certainly paid off. Another thing I've noticed about Bailey is that he very rarely misunderstands a voice command.
That's
very
right.
accurate,
Yeah,
isn't it,
the voice recognition's brilliant on it as well.
Some toys that have been out where you've got to keep on repeating it. In fact, I'd say he's more accurate than Luna, although it's a much more limited range of commands.
Yeah, I think certainly out of like robotic dogs, I think he's got the best voice recognition. You know, for robotic dogs that were sold as toys, like Scamps and Georgie. I'll have to get them out one day and do a comparison because I'm sure Moji
you've mentioned
understands better.
You've mentioned two toys, and I can't really put a picture to either of those. You'll have to get them out one day, like you say.
I will. I'll have to do a video on the three. So the next thing that Moji is due to ask for is a toy, and this time I'm going to give him his pull toy.
Right.
See if he'll play tug, and
so,
well, he will play tug.
So you're going to give him his pull toy instead of
one of the cards.
Yeah, instead of one of the cards. Yeah.
And see if that stops him asking for one of his play cards. Okay. I forgot about the petting. He's asking to be petted. I forgot about that. He has to be petted before he asks for his toy.
Right.
Bailey, sit down. And he's starting to yawn there, so I thought I'd better make him sit down. Be quite interesting to time in between him requesting things and see if that's always there. He's asking for your toy now.
Okay. So you're going to give him his pull toy then?
He's asking for his ball, but I'm going to give him his tug toy.
Okay.
This is one of my favourite things about Moji.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's fantastic. I've never seen any sort of animatronic dog put its back into playing with a pull toy like Bailey does. And you can pull quite hard as well. Like normally you're having to sort of be really gentle if a
I suppose I can see that you're pulling up there as well rather than out. Yeah. So,
got it. That took that long to get it out his mouth.
So will that satisfy his urge for playing then?
I would have thought so.
So what would his next thing be to ask for now? Not playing again, but something else. It'd be sleep, wouldn't it?
Sleep, yes. He's just yawned now. He's just yawned now. So that's taken 2.5 minutes since the last time he requested something, since we were playing tug with him. So it's actually 3.5 minutes since his last request. Right, he didn't ask for his sleep card there because I wasn't interacting with him. He went to sleep anyway.
Right, I see.
But if I'd been interacting with him, he would have asked for his sleep card.
He would have known it was time for a nap, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting.
So that wraps it up for this video. It seems to me that it's perfectly manageable to use the cards with Moji if you're blind. What do you think, Paul?
It seems like it, yeah. I mean, there are patterns there.
Yeah. There's a clear pattern.
Yeah, there's a clear pattern, and there's therefore predictability about it. And it's nice how the cards are shaped at the end, isn't it? As well?
So you can tell which are the food
Bones
cards.
and hearts.
And any food will do.
Mm.
So I hope that's been useful. I certainly found it interesting.
Never looked so closely at Moji's behaviour. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, as I say, I thought it was just random, but it's obviously not.
Not at all.
And there's a sense there to it as well in comparison to a biological dog. Yeah.
So that's it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching as always, and hope to see you next time.